Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's show. Glad to see you all can make it. Tonight, I have changed the show around a bit. It's a different kind of show for tonight. It'll be like this every 2 weeks. So, as I go along and read, you'll understand what I mean. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of an exhilarating journey. Get ready to embark on an unforgettable adventure filled with thrills, laughter, and endless surprises. Without further ado, let the show begin. These riddles and stories are designed to en- entertain and provoke the thought, combining elements of fear and deeper meanings. So tonight, what we are doing is scary riddles for adults. And I've got the solution to all the riddles. And I also have scary stories with a hidden message, as you saw on the title of this live stream. So, without further ado, let's start off with first five riddles, then I'll move on to some stories, and then go back to some riddles. So, here we go. So, here is Scary Riddles for Adults. Riddle number one: I am the thing that creeps at night without a body, yet I still cause fright. I slip through cracks no lock can hold. I am both young and very old. What am I? So try and guess what am I and see what happens from there. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, so the solution to the first riddle is the answer is a ghost. So the riddle goes like this: I am the thing that creeps at night without a body, yet I still cause a fright. I slip through cracks no lock can hold. I am both young and very old. What am I? A ghost. So you get the way this little show's going. So let's continue to riddle number two. In a room with no windows and no doors, a man is found dead on the floor. There is no furniture, sorry, no fortune, no furniture, just a pool of red. How did the man end up dead? So I'll read it over since I stumbled upon some words here. In a room with no windows and no doors, a man is found dead on the floor. There is no furniture, just a pool of red. How did the man end up dead? So let's think about it for a second. Here is the answer. He hanged himself, and the pool of red is the reflection of blood from the melted block of ice he stood on. Okay, so that's interesting. And we move on now to riddle number three. I come from the dark and fear I though. What? Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Something happened here. So let's continue on. Whoops. Okay. I come with dark and fear in though forests, fields, and streets I go. My present lingers when I'm gone, leaving footprints on the lawn. What am I? Yeah, okay. I come with dark and fear in though forests, fields, and streets I go. My presence lingers when I'm gone, leaving footprints on the lawn. It's what am I? The answer is a shadow. Riddle number 4. You see me once in June, twice in November, and not at all in May. What am I? The answer? Now, think about this one really easy. This one's easy, but it's not scary. I don't know why it came up in scary riddles for adults, but you see me once in June, twice in November, and not at all in May. What am I? The answer? The letter E. Okay. Riddle number 5, and then we will move on to stories with a meaning, a special message. Okay, riddle number 5. I can bring tears to your eyes, re, uh, resuscitate the dead, so bring back the dead, make you smile, and reverse time. I I form in an instant, but last a lifetime. What am I? I'll read this one again so you guys can make a clearer picture. I can bring tears to your eyes, bring back the dead, make you smile, and reverse time. I form in an instant, but last a lifetime. What am I? The answer is memory. Okay, so now we will move on to scary stories with the hidden message. Let's see if you guys like this one. And please don't forget to like and share. It really helps out the channel. So here we go for the first one. First story. It's called The Whispering Shadows. Once in a quiet village, there was a rumor about shadows that whispered at night. A young woman named Patty, curious about these whispers, decided to investigate. She sat in her living room, lights off, and waited. As midnight struck, the shadows around her seemed to grow thicker and darker. Then she heard it, a faint whisper, calling her name. Patty, Patty. Heart pounding, she followed the sound to her basement. There she found an old dusty box with her name carved into it. Inside, she discovered letters from her late grandmother, filled with stories and advice she had never known. One letter read, "The shadows speak the truth we ignore. Listen carefully." Okay, what could be the hidden message here? Tom, 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 tom. What do you guys think Okay. The hidden message for this story is sometimes our fears can lead us to hidden thoughts about ourselves and our past. Story number 2: The Forgotten Room. In an old mansion, there was a room that no one dared to enter. The legend said that those who went inside never returned. A group of friends, intrigued by the mystery, decided to investigate. They entered the mansion at midnight, flashlights in hand. As they approached the forbidden room, a cold drift sent shivers down their spine. The door cracked open on its own, revealing a room filled with old furniture and a large mirror. One of the friends, John, stepped closer to the mirror. His reflection smiled back at him, a cold, eerie smile. Suddenly, John's reflection stepped out of the mirror, grabbing him and pulling him inside. The friends fled in terror, leaving John behind. Later, they learned that the room had belonged to a man who used black magic to trap souls in the mirror, hoping to achieve immortality. So, what do you guys think of the message in this story? The message in this story is curiosity can lead us into dangerous places, and some mysteries are better left unsolved. So let's continue on to the next story. Sorry about that. If you heard that, that was my glass. I took a sip of water. Story number 3: The Silent Caller. A man named David moved into a new house in a quiet neighborhood. Shortly after moving in, he began receiving phone calls late at night. The call never spoke, only breathing heavily on the other end. Disturbed, David reported the calls to the police, but they found nothing. Hi, Debbie. That's okay. I just started the show, anyways. So here I'm. I, like I said earlier, if you want to rewind it, maybe um, this show is different from the other show that you all know and love. Um, this is a new one I want to introduce to you guys, which is I say little riddles and you try to solve them. And then I tell you a story that has a hidden message in it. So I'll continue this story and maybe you'll understand better. Okay, so one night David stayed up, determined to catch the caller. The phone rang and he answered it, only to hear the same heavy breathing. This time he spoke, demanding to know who it was. The breathing stopped, and a chilling voice said, I'm closer than you think. That's scary. Terrified, David hung up and ran through the house, checking all the doors and windows. Everything was locked. He returned to his bedroom, and as he closed the door, he saw something written on the wall. in what looks like blood. I told you, I'm closer than you think. So, in this story, there is a hidden message. Now, what do you think this hidden message is? Since you arrived like halfway through the story, I'll give you the hidden message so you won't have to think about it or try and figure it out. But the next one, the next story, well, you'll try and get it. Okay. The hidden message is sometimes the things we fear most are the ones we can't see, and paranoia can become a prison for its own. No, of its own, sorry, of its own, a prison of its own. Sometimes the things we fear most are the ones we can't see, and paranoia can become a prison of its own. So that's the hidden message in this story that the guy receives prank calls. So here is another story with a hidden message. The haunted painting. Sarah, an art collector. Sarah, an art collector, purchased a beautiful painting of a serene landscape at an auction. She hung it in her living room, but strange things started happening at night. She heard whispers and saw shadows moving out of the corner of her eye. One evening, she noticed that the landscape in the painting had changed. Hi, David. Welcome. One evening, she noticed that the landscape in the painting had changed. The once sunny sky was now dark and stormy. The whispers grew louder, and she could make out a voice pleading for help. Desperate to understand, Sarah reached the painting and discovered it had belonged to a man who went mad, claiming the painting was cursed. Determined to get rid of it, Sarah burned the painting. As the flames consumed it, she heard a final whisper, "Thank you." Now, what's the hidden message in this painting story? The girl buys a haunted painting. Thank you for sharing me out. Please like and share. It really helps the channel. And David, thank you for coming by. It's nice to see you. So I don't know if you guys can guess the message, the hidden message in this one, or because this is a new concept show, I was saying, so I don't know. The hidden message here is sometimes we must confront and let go of our boundaries to find peace. Okay, so sometimes we must confront and let go of our boundaries to find peace. So, this story about a haunted painting, all in all, is the moral of this story, I guess. So, yeah, so the hidden message could be like the moral of this story. Yeah, she released a ghost that was trapped. That's pretty cool, though. Okay, so now we are back to the riddles. So now you'll get a taste of what I mean about the riddles. Okay. I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, and I can drown. What am I? Okay, so this riddle. Guess what I am trying to make you guys guess what it is. I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, and I can drown. What am I? The answer to this riddle. Myers, hello. Welcome. Thank you for coming by. Okay, I'll read the riddle one more time and try and guess what I am describing to you. Okay, I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, and I can drown. What am I? The answer is I am talking about fire. Now, was that a hard riddle to guess? Worry. Riddle number 7. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? Wow. The more you take, the more you leave behind. Now, that is strange. What am I? The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? The answer is footsteps. The more you take, the more you leave behind. I guess you're walking in snow or something. The more you leave behind. Okay, riddle number 8. I can be cracked, made, told, and played. What am I? I was way off. What were you thinking of, Debbie? But this one's weird. I can be cracked, made, told, and played. Myers, you got it right. A joke. I can be cracked. A joke. I can crack a joke, make a joke. I told a joke and played. Footsteps. Yes, well, that was the answer, Debbie, for the one before that. That was the more you take, the more you leave behind. It was footsteps. And for riddle number 8, you're a jokester. That's why you knew about this one. I can be cracked, made, told, and played. What am I? A joke. Cool. Riddle number 9. I come from a mine and get surrounded by wood always. Everyone uses me. What am I? Okay. I come from a mine and get surrounded by wood always. Everyone uses me. What am I? Iron or steel? Iron or steel? Then it says the answer is pencil, lead pencil. It's a lead pencil. It's surrounded by wood. The pencil's wood. The inside is lead, so it's the lead is surrounded by wood. Okay. I come from a mind, that's the lead, and get surrounded by wood, that's the outside of the pencil. Everyone uses me. Okay, riddle number 10. A knife. Okay, riddle number 10. I have keys, but open no locks. I have space, but no room. Okay. You can enter, but you can't go outside. What am I? Yes, Debbie, a pencil. Yeah, so riddle number 10 is I have keys, but open no locks. I have space, but no room. You can enter, but you can't go outside. What am I? The answer is da, 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 da. Myers. You got it. A keyboard. Yeah, you're very good. Wow. So this week and next week, this is how it's going to be. Little riddles and now stories with hidden messages. So I did a few riddles and now I'm going to do the last stories. So scary stories with hidden messages, story number 5, because I've read some earlier. The doll in the attic. Debbie got it right too. Debbie. Emma inherited an old house from her grandmother. While exploring the attic, she found a dusty old doll. It was uh, extinguishingly, distinguishingly delicate, with a porcelain face and glass eyes that seemed almost alive. Emma decided to keep it, placing it on a shelf in her bedroom. That night, she was awake by a faint giggling sound. Sitting up, she saw the doll had moved to the edge of the shelf, its eyes glimmering in the moonlight. The next morning, she found the doll on her bedside table, though she was sure she had left it on the shelf. Each night, the doll got closer and closer. Terrified, Emma decided to get rid of it, but when she tried, the doll's expression changed to one of anger. Finally, she buried it in the backyard, and the disturbances ceased. Hmm. So, what would be the hidden message in this story? It's not obvious. So, I'll give you the hidden message. The hidden message, let's see if this makes any sense. Some things are better left untouched, and our curiosity can sometimes awaken forces better left undisturbed. Okay. Some things are better left untouched, and our curiosity can sometimes awaken forces better left untouched, undisturbed. Yay. Hmm. That's one to think of. Here's story number 6, The Disappearing Road. Tom loved driving at night. One evening, he took a detour down an unfamiliar country road. After driving for a while, he realized he was lost. The road seemed to stretch endlessly into the dark, with no turn-offs or signals or signs. Suddenly, his car died. He got out and started walking, hoping to find help. After hours of walking, he saw a light ahead, a small, old fashioned house. He knocked on the door, and an elderly woman answered. She invited him in, offering him a place to rest. In the morning, Tom woke up in his car, which was parked in front of an abandoned, decaying house. The road he had been driving on was overgrown and looked like it hadn't been used in years. They're creepy. Yes, they are very creepy stories. I think I'm just going to do the hidden messages, the riddles, or I don't know, I'll leave it as it is. So we have to find the hidden message in this creepy tale that his car breaks down. He's walking for hours and hours, finally gets to a house. The old lady lets him in and lets him rest. And he wakes up the next morning. He's in his car on a road that's overgrown in front of an old abandoned house. What do you think happened? Hi, Christina. Thanks for popping in. So, the hidden message in this story is sometimes seeking help in strange places can lead to unsettling discoveries about reality. Now, how you figure that out? Yeah, that is creepy. Okay, let's move on to story number 7. Oh, this one's creepy too, guys. The Watcher in the Woods. A family moved to a house near a des- what is it, dense forest. Okay. A family moved to a house near a dense forest. At night, they often felt like they were being watched. One evening, the daughter Lily noticed a figure standing at the edge of the woods, just outside the light from the house. The figure would appear every night, always in the same spot. Oh, creepy tale. One night, she mustered the courage to approach it. As she got closer, the figure retreated into the woods, determined to find out who or what it was. She followed. The deeper she went, the more she felt a sense of dread. Wow. Okay. She finally found an old abandoned campsite with pictures of her family scattered around. Realizing the figure had been watching them for a long time, She ran back home. The family decided to move, leaving the house and its eerie watcher behind. Oh, so scary. Now, what could that be? The hidden message in this one. Yes, someone was watching them from the edge of the woods. Curtis, hello, brother. How are you? It's nice to see you. So, the hidden message in this story is sometimes facing our fears reveal unsettling truths about the dangers lurking close to home. Oh, even the message is creepy for this one. Sometimes facing our own fears reveal unsettling truths about the dangers lurking close to home. My gosh, that is scary. So, I got another story for you guys. This one is The Voice in the Mirror. Karen bought a beautiful antique mirror at a flea market. She hung it in her bedroom, admiring its ornate frame and pristine glass. That night, she heard a voice calling her name. Startled, she looked around but saw no one. The voice seemed to be coming from the mirror. Oh my. Yeah, they're hard to figure out. So, what I'll do is I'll continue reading and I will tell you the meaning of it, the message of it, and tell me if it was something you were thinking of or not, or something. It'll be easier that way. So, yeah, so she, should I start this story over? I lost my place. I'll read it again. Karen bought a beautiful antique mirror at a flea market. She hung it in her bedroom, admiring its ornate frame and pristine glass. That night, she heard voices calling her name. Startled, she looked around but saw no one. The voice seemed to be coming from the mirror. Help me, it whispered. Okay. Peering into the mirror, Karen saw a shadowy figure trapped within. It reached out, being for for release. Paranormal Nut Podcast, hello and welcome. Terrified, Karen tried to remove the mirror from the wall, but it wouldn't budge. The voice grew louder, more desperate. Oh boy. Seeking help, Karen contacted a paranormal expert who told her the mirror was a portal to another realm. The figure inside was a trapped spirit pleading for freedom. Following the expert's advice, Karen performed a ritual to close the portal, silencing the voice forever. Wow. I missed your Penthurst video, guys. Paranormal Nut podcast, but we'll be going and watching it either tonight or tomorrow morning with the most delicious coffee in the world. That is for sure. All my favorite YouTubers, I watch them in the morning with the delicious coffee. So don't worry, I'll be there. So the hidden message for this creepy mirror that talked and the paranormal dude told him to do told her to do a ritual. It The hidden message of this story is sometimes the allure of beauty hidden hides dark secrets, and releasing them requires facing our deepest fears. Ooh, now that's scary. I'll read it again just to make sure. Sometimes the allure of beauty hides dark secrets, and releasing them requires facing our own deepest fears. Now that is creepy. So that was all my my stories for tonight. But if I go all the way back up and read you guys the ones that you've missed, uh, these are little riddles. I can read you guys the riddles, and all the way up until where Debbie popped in, I think I could read. So here we go. I got some more little riddles here that you'll have to try and guess what they are. This one here. I am the thing that creeps at night without a body, yet I still cause fright. I slip through cracks no lock can hold. I am both young and very old. What am I? Well, don't run too fast and get tired, Myers. Stay safe. Thanks for popping in. Oh, really? I thought I was just a rumor, paranormal, not podcast. I really thought it was just a rumor. Okay, the answer is a ghost. So I'll read it over again with the answer. I am the thing that creeps at night without a body, yet I still cause fright. I slip through cracks no lock can hold. I am both young and very old. What am I? A ghost. Riddle number two. In a room with no windows and no doors, a man is found dead on the floor. There is no furniture, just a pool of red. How did the man end up dead? The answer to this riddle is he hanged himself, and the pool of red is the reflection of blood from the melted block of ice he stood on. Jeez. So, how did he get into the room? There's no windows and no doors. How did he get in there? Anyways, I don't know if it's only me, bimbo me, that's thinking like that, but I don't know. In a room with no windows and no doors, a man is found dead on the floor. So, how did they find him and how did he get in there? There is no furniture, just a pool of red. How did the man end up dead? The answer is he hung himself, and the pool of red is the reflection of blood from the melted block of ice he stood on. Riddle number three. I come from the dark and fear in throw. Though forests, fields, and streets I go, my presence lingers when I'm gone, leaving footprints on the lawn. What am I? The red was blood reflecting in the water of the melted ice block. And now for this one, for it. Yes, how did he get in or find them? That's it. How did he get in there? I really don't know. And for this one, this riddle, riddle number 3, I come with dark and fear I throw. Through the forest, fields, and streets I go. My presence lingers when I'm gone, leaving footprints on the lawn. What am I? That too, Debbie. You're right on that. Okay, goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow morning in your video. Can't wait to see it. I really don't know. So, the answer to this riddle, the one that leaves footsteps on the lawn, is a shadow. Have a good night, yes, and an awesome week. Okay, this is the last riddle, I guess, for tonight. And I want you guys to leave me in the comments what you think of this new concept of a live stream. Should I still keep at it, or nah, just go back to the old one that you all know and love? So just let me know. I won't be insulted if you don't like this live stream thing here. I can always go back to the other ones, no problem. It's just that I wanted to change it up a bit before it got too boring. Okay, this is riddle number 4. This one's hard, eh? Yeah, I think it's a little too hard. I'll I think I'll go back to my old ones and maybe like once a month come to this one. We'll get used to it as we go, I guess. I don't want to impose this hard thing. Yeah. It's probably not as fun since it's hard. You couldn't make it fit. For shadow, uh, let's see. I come with dark and fear. So when you see a dark shadow, you're scared. Through the forests, fields, and streets, you see shadows. My presence lingers. That's the one I. Uh, but this one, I'm sure you're going to get this one, Debbie. This one right here. Pretty sure. The last one for tonight. It says, you see me in June, twice in November, and not at all in May. What am I? The answer. What's the answer for this one? Your PC's acting up. Oh. So for this last riddle, it says, you see me once in June, twice in November, and not at all in May. What am I? Good one. I don't know. Here it is. You're back, Debbie? Okay. So, this one. You see me once in June, twice in November, and not at all in May. What am I? You are the letter E. There's one E in the month of June, two E's in the month of November, and no E's at all in the month of May. Funny. So that's why it says, you see me once in June, twice in November, and not at all in May. What am I? The letter E. That's so cute. So that'll be it for this week. I hope you guys liked it, even though it's kind of hard compared to the other one that I usually do. So next week I'll go back to my other ones, but creepy ones. I'll try and get them to be scarier, like the ones I've got tonight. Like the riddles, you like them? Yeah, just the short riddles, not the ones with the story. Or I can, yeah. Well, I can like read it to you and you know just slip it in or something. Put the two. I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. Probably putting the two shows into one. I don't know. Something like so. So this week I will be putting out a video on Wednesday. It is a video of an investigation of an abandoned house I already went to once or twice. Could be twice. But I went back this year to see the difference from the other years. And my responses are way, way different from the other 2 years that I went with the spirit talker. It was pretty cool. And it's going to be in 4K because I've got my new camera. So that'll be something to watch and see. I might not be too good with the camera at first. And then I will be taking out a short, a scary, creepy short, and then a scary story for Friday. The letter E. Yes, Debbie. I think your internet is behind. Yeah, letter E for, yeah, there's one in June and two in, got it. Yeah, you got that one. So yeah, so and then on Monday, well, I'll still have my live stream. I guess I'll go back to the other one, but slip in a riddle or two like this tonight. Maybe a riddle and a story, and go back to my true or false, like you all know and love. So upon that, well, I have nothing new really. So I'm very glad you all came and see me tonight. So I'm going to close off this show by saying what I always say. As the curtains close on this chapter of our journey together, I bid you farewell with gratitude in my heart. Thank you for being part of this unforgettable experience, and may the memories we've shared linger in your hearts forever. Until we meet again, may your adventures be as magical as the moments we've cherished together. Good night, and may your dreams continue to shine bright. Like I always say, if you like this live stream, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for more live streams like this. And I'll see you around the room somewhere. Love you all very much. Have an amazing week. And again, thanks for coming. It is really appreciated. And you guys mean the world to me. Thank you. Mwah. Love you all. Good night.